So we are down to the business end of the 16th edition of the Silk Turf Cricket League, and we'd like to take a moment and we'd like to thank the pillars of strength of this tournament for us. That happens to be our sponsors, and our sponsors for this grand edition of the Silk Turf Cricket League are Ram Ratan Group, Hamdard Joshina, Silk Society, Bar and Bench. And today happens to be the first semi-final from the plate division. Dua Associates taking on LUTHRA and LUTHRA. Both the captains out here with the official, and we're ready for the toss.
Who's gone? Tail. Tail out. Really bad shot. Okay.
So LUTHRA and LUTHRA have won the toss and they've elected to bat first.
Hello. Hello.
The semi-final of the plate division, the players walk out to the middle. The team that won the toss, they had only one idea in their minds, and that was to bat first. So out come the openers. They will be facing the first delivery. Naman and Umang Sethi are out there. They'll be facing Rohit up first. This should be a contest, and a mighty one at it. So here we go. The first delivery about to be bowled. Rohit has a ball in his hands. He'll be steaming in. And straight away down the leg side. That's a strangle. Up and running are LUTHRA and LUTHRA, courtesy of wide down the leg side. Not the best of starts for any bowler. But what will put a smile across his face is the fact that there was some lateral movement off the deck. Again, a big in swinger. That's good stuff. That's much better. Rohit starting off well. He's looking to generate some purchase of the deck initially. And you will get that as a medium pacer working up front with the new ball. You will get some seam movement off the deck. There's a rough patch of grass on the pitch. That's taken on the full, worked away towards the backward square leg region, went straight to the fielder. It took a single by the time the fielder could throw it back to the wicket keeper. So first runs of the bat. And now you can be pretty sure that the batsman, in the first game of the day, remember this is an afternoon game. Even though we had a practice game, you can't call it a practice game, but it was more of a corporate match. So two teams did play a game. So this is essentially the second game happening on this deck today. But even then, you've got to consider the fact that there will be something in it for the faster bowler initially. And as the day progresses, the pitch will get slower. Rohit has looked good. He hasn't got the biggest of run-ups, but he sticks to a very good line and gets some movement as well. And just as I say that, he strays down the leg side and will get a boundary. 4 runs, 4 wides there. And no chance for the wicketkeeper to get to it. That's harsh on him. Did it take some pad on the way? I think it did. Definitely some pad on that one. So 4 leg byes given. Yeah, LUTHRA and LUTHRA, they will take it. It doesn't matter how they come. Once again, that big in swinger. And it becomes even more difficult when a left armer with that angle is bowling that line and the ball is coming into you. It's never easy to spot that, especially when it's that late movement, prodigious movement. You've got to watch out for the ball from your peripheral vision. Never easy for you as a batter. That's why all the batters, especially the right-handed ones, they don't like to face a left armer, especially if you're just starting your innings. The new ball, they can make it talk. And if they can't swing it both ways, you're in big trouble as a batter. And also consider the fact when you're fresh at the crease, your feet movement isn't much. Your feet is essentially going nowhere. And so you're pretty much stranded
when you're starting an innings. And here comes a right-arm pacer from over the wicket. Probably starts off with a white. Not the best of lines to start off with, just like Rohit. Mohit Sharma into the attack. Naman is the man on strike. Both the batters are off the mark. They've got 1 run apiece. Remember, we are within the power play range, and surprisingly, there's a. Oh, in fact, there is a sweeper cover. For a moment, I thought there was no protection on the boundary near the offside, but there is a man standing there. It was pretty late to spot that one. So Mohit steaming in again. And with Mohit, you can be well assured that's a good shot. And that's a burst through the hands of the fielder. That was hit really hard. He wanted to dispatch it towards the extra cover region. Unfortunately for him, he found the fielder. So long off has been pushed back. Sweeper cover is fairly wide. He's not very square. He's a wideish. Slight fumbles allows the batsman to take another single. So runs coming here, and they're keeping the scoreboard moving. Even if it's not off the bat, it doesn't matter because this is such a short format. Every run counts here. And as a bowling unit, as a fielding unit, your role is to save every single run as if your life depends on it. More than the wickets, it's the economy for the bowlers that matter. And Luthra will take this start. They are into the double figures. This is the second over. The openers have been watchful. And, it's a very good thing to get that insight early on because this is the all-important semi-final game. This is a must-win situation. If you are to advance into the finals and have a crack at the trophy, that's another stylish stroke. There is protection. An exquisite shot just for a single. The outfield, as I said, this is the second game of the day. It's slower. This ground has been rough this season. It scrapes through when it does. And you've got these uneven patches of grass. Fuller again. That's uppish, but safe. But they're coming back for the second. There is confusion. There could be a run out. Oh, he makes it just back in time. He wanted a second, but the non-striker was not interested whatsoever. He sends him back. That was very late. The last thing you want is a run out at this stage early on. That will send jitters into the camp. You don't want that. You don't want to run out at any stage of a game. An eventful over comes to an end. Second gone. Luthra, they're 12 for no loss. The left armer Rohit. He will continue. Once again, he strays down the leg side. They've given away too many extras, and this is just the start of the third innings, the third over of the innings. I beg your pardon. And Luthra won't mind that one bit. They haven't had to take too many risks, even though they're scoring a run a ball. I guess somewhere down the line, probably after this over, they will look to shift gears, and it looks to do something along that lines. Naman was a batter. What I like about that shot is what the attempted shot that was, that he looked to play it in the V, looked to hit it straight, showed the straight face of the bat. Because when you play cross-batted shots like that, you could be in trouble. It might not bounce as much as you anticipate. It will keep low. That ball wasn't too far away from the off stump. Wanted to tickle it away. I believe it would be a good idea to give Rohit a fine leg fielder. That way he can express himself more, in my opinion. But the only problem with him has been he's been bowling really well. A line has been an issue. If he can get that act together, he'll be a handful. At the moment, the batters are really finding it difficult to put him away. But the problem is he's been too straight or on the pads of the batter. That's much more like it. Drivable length. The batsman was looking to play it square. And as we all know, we're down to the fag end of this tournament, and playing those cross-batted heaves, especially towards the square or even straight, won't be very easy. That's has a shy at the stumps at the non-strikers end, the bowler. Umang back on strike. This has been another fine over from Rohit. Oh, that's a good shot. That is a very good shot. Was a bat involved? I reckon there were two sounds. A very good over. Good line, good length as well. Pitches it just in the perfect spot. Rohit wasn't too full, but full enough to get some movement. So that's the end of the third. Luthra and Luthra 17 for no loss after the end of that over. Finding the fielder on that occasion, the batter. Fuller again. That's a genuine edge. How lucky is that? That's a streaky boundary, but he will take it. Tickish outside edge. He was looking for that big booming drive. Well, the bowler did everything right there except for getting a fielder in that particular position just away from the fielder standing at short third man. One through the offside, one through the onside, and this one behind the wicket towards the third man fence. And that's the first boundary for Naman actually. Not the way he would have liked it, but he will take it. It's a boundary nevertheless. Important runs for the team. Final delivery of the over coming up. Width on offer once again. He looks to slash at it. Looks to cut it. Misses it. Wide signal by the umpire. That's away from the tram line. Another wide. Another extra. I think we are about to see a change in bowling for the first time. Both Rohit and Mohit have started well, but I think they are frustrated because they are looking for wickets. That's the way these two operate. They look to pick up wickets early on. That's another single. That's smart cricket. He will keep strike. That's the end of the fourth. A very good over, that one. for the batting team. 18 runs coming off that one. LUTHRA and LUTHRA, they're 35 for no loss. So Rohit will continue. Starts off with the dot. And in the previous over, Rohit got his line corrected. Once again, just as I say that, stays onto the pads. Well, he's getting some movement in the air as well. And definitely off the deck. He's got that big booming in-swinger to the right-hander. And that is an art. That truly is an art. The batsman will be looking to play him out. Look at that. Look at that curve in the air. Or that would be another single, another extra given away. A lapse in the field by the wicket keeper. Looking at the angle that Rohit is operating upon and also the movement he's getting in the air as well as off the deck. I have a feeling that he would be very deadly coming around the wicket. And imagine if he had an extra yard of pace, he'd be unplayable for sure. Look at that. This is fine bowling. The only missing aspect to his bowling at the moment is the line. If he can slightly correct that, he'll pick up wickets in heaps. That is for sure. And as a batter, when you play Rohit, you'd be looking for that in swinger. And plays the cross bat at heave, looks to work it away on the onside, not quite of the middle of the bat. Still a single. And when you're playing Rohit, you look out for that big booming in swingers and imagine one that just straightens, you're in big trouble. Probably going down the legs, and that's because of the angle as well. That is a good over. Decent over. 6 runs coming off it. That's the end of the fifth. LUTHRA and LUTHRA, they are off to a very good start. They're 41 for no loss. And just when they needed pulling the plug, the bowling team, the associates. But a very good opening stand, nevertheless. The new batter, Manjunath, coming into the attack straight away, picking a wicket and an important wicket as well. What a big breakthrough that was. Umang Sethi was looking good. He was looking solid. That's a good drive. That's a very good way to start your innings. Confident looking, crisp drive through the offside. And Anirudh up and running. Fuller delivery, streams it away towards the offside. Remember, this is also the final over of the power plays. After this one, the field can be spread out. Plays it through the square, finds the field at point. Slight fumble allows the batter to take a single. That's good running between the wickets as well. They are confident. There's no hesitation between these two. And that's a good thing. I mean, when you're out in the middle as two batters, got to trust your partners at times. And judgment is also very important. So it's essential to have good communication. That's the end of the power plays. LUTHRA and LUTHRA, they're 52 for 1. So Vipul Saini comes into the attack. The power play overs are done and dusted. The field can be spread out. You can have 5 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. Got such a beautiful bowling action, does Vipul Saini. Takes you back up to your childhood. The good old days when the Shane Bonds were active and they were a force to reckon with in international cricket. That could be a wicket. Oh, that's gone through. What has he done? That is a crime. That went straight to him. Should have taken that. The all important semi final. I think to make things even worse, he's injured as well. He's hurt his hands. That's not a good sight. He's bleeding. Hope he'll be fine because he's a very important member of this team. It's never a good sight on a cricket field. And you see stains of blood. Meanwhile, the bowler will continue. You can see it's almost dying up to the batter as well. Forget the wicket keeper. And the batsman has to wait for the ball. So the ideal way to play on this pitch is to play it as late as possible. The ball has softened up, and now stroke making won't be that easy. So I think somewhere around 150. That is a very good shot. That is very well played. Well, when you could place it like that, you don't need to generate the power. How good a shot that was. Placement was pretty perfect. That's what happens as a bowler if you keep it wicket to wicket on this deck. You will be tight and you will be difficult to wake out runs again. But if you give width to the batter just like that, the batter can work you around and pick up easy runs. He wanted a second, sent back. Anirudh and Naman have come together. That was an interesting delivery. I think it was the attempt at slower delivery, and in the end, you've got to say he's bowled that one well. That's good awareness. That's really good awareness by both these batters. They come back for a second. What they're trying to do is they're trying to put the pressure on the fielders, and they are feeling the pressure, to be honest. They badly require another wicket in the bowling team. That's another slow one. Barely realizes that Whipple, that pitch is slow, and it will aid you if you are a spinner. So what he's trying to do is he's looking for that extra bit of grip, looks to bowl up the slower deliveries. So as a batter, that will make your job even more difficult. An interesting over, 12 runs still coming off it. That's the end of the seventh. LUTHRA and LUTHRA, they're 64 for 1. So Manjunath is back into the attack. He's been the sole wicket taker of this innings. That's nicely dabbed away. Just a push. And that is sensible as well. Naman gets a single. He knows what his role is, Naman. He's an accomplished campaigner. He knows that Anirudh is a free-flowing batsman, is a stroke maker, and his role would be to play the sheet anchor here in this innings. Invites him to play away from his body, invites him to steer it towards the offside. Played and missed. Oh, he's cleaned him up. He's cleaned him up. That is a fine delivery. That is a bowler's delight. Asking him to drive. He goes for that drive through the offside and the ball coming in slightly to the right-handed batsman and taking the off ball. That is a massive wicket. Anirudh, he looked comfortable from the moment he walked out. He's disappointed with himself. And LUTHRA, they've lost their second. They're 66 for 2. So Harish is a new batter who walks out to the middle. That's down the leg side. Harish, first delivery, gets a freebie. His eyes might have lit up there. He was looking to slash it away towards the fine leg region because there's nobody there. Fails to make any connection though. That's a good looking drive to get off the mark. Might get more than one. In fact, they decide against it. Just a single in the end. So he's up and running is Harish Kumar with an elegant looking drive through the extra cover region. Oh, looking to be a bit too cute. Looks to play that very, very late. Could have been risky. He's lucky to get away with that one because, to be honest, there is a third man in position and the outfield is not the quickest as well. So no matter how fun you play it, oh, that's four. That's through. The fielder did put in the dive, but he couldn't make it in time. The placement on that one was perfect. That's more like it. But the previous shot, he wasn't looking to play in that same region. That particular area between gully and third man has been very productive for the batters in this innings. That's the end of the eighth. Hence the over with the boundary, 8 runs coming off it. So changes bowling. Manoj Rawat comes into the attack with his left arm off spinners and is into action straight away and into the thick of it as well. He's picked up a wicket first ball, wrapped on the pads, and the batsman is not moving. He's not happy one bit, but he has to walk back because the umpire has raised his finger. What a big blow that is. I believe it's Harish who will be making his walk back. Manoj Rawat coming in and delivering the goods straight away. Impact on arrival. I was early in the day before the match started. I was wandering around and I saw Manoj Rawat practice his left arm spinners, and he was bowling quick. He's bowling that nagging line as well. And more often than not, just like all of those classic left arm finger spinners, he bowls wicket to wicket, sticks to a very good line, and is that sort of a bowler where if you miss, he hits the stumps for sure. He hits the bullseye more often than not, takes it on the full, the new batter, marking his arrival at the crease in style. No discomforts there. Just picks the length very quickly, dispatches it. That's a swagger. Shivam Rajpal. And to be honest, that was not the best of deliveries as well. Low full toss. Shivam knew there were acres of space there on the onside. Hits it in the deep. Makes it look good. Manoj will continue, and that is a very good comeback. That is a good comeback delivery. That's much more like it. That's what gave him the wicket first up. He sticks to it. Sometimes that happens. You know, you get too excited, a new batsman arrives, and it's only human. You do make errors. That's the line, that's the length. That will trouble the batters. Also, that adds up the pressure on you when you see such so many dot deliveries. Because this is a format where you cannot afford dot deliveries. You take a single, another run added to the total. Shimam is back on strike. The new man is batting on 5. That's another good shot through the offside. Will they come back for the second? Long off has some work to do. He gets there in time. Keeps it down to just a single in the end. He will keep strike. That's the end of the 9th. The wicket coming off that over. Luthra and Luthra, they're 79 for 3 after the end of the 9th. So the right arm medium pace up continues, jersey number 5. Down the leg side. And at the moment, the associates will have to curb this instinct of bowling too many extra deliveries. We've given away a lot of runs. We're not even into the halfway mark. More runs, more extras. These are some real freebies. We've just picked up a wicket. So As a bowler, you've got to focus on building the pressure on the batting unit, and how you build pressure in this format is by bowling dot deliveries, and those are not dot deliveries for sure. You're releasing the pressure created at the other end. The batsman will be at ease knowing that there are runs coming, so they won't possibly think about the necessity of going for a big release hit. Looks to go big, looks to go straight down the ground. That's four. Drills it over the bowler's head. Long on came in, but no chance for him. It travelled really fast to the boundary ropes. And Shivam Rajpal at the moment, he's just walked out. He's played just 5 deliveries. He's bludgeoning that cricket ball. He's cleaned him up. He's cleaned him up. One shot too many. Leg pole off. And the bail's flying as well. Well, it really was one shot too many. He had his boundary, the previous delivery. Should have been more sensible. Should have looked to tickle it away towards the onside and get to the non-striking end. He was looking good. But he will have to walk back. The entertainment only lasted a few deliveries. Shivam Rajpal, he goes, and Manjunath picking up the wicket. The poles of up. See, that is the advantage of bowling straight. Exactly what I was talking about. When you're wicket to wicket, if the batsman misses, you hit. And also, when you bowl straight onto the stumps, what happens is that doesn't give any width to the batter to work with. On this deck, that is very important. I think they've taken a drinks break. So drinks off the field. It's down the leg side. More runs, more free runs. Well, they're picking up wickets at regular intervals, but also they're giving away freebies. They've been guilty of bowling too many wide deliveries down the leg side. As I said, you've got to curb the instinct as a bowling unit, slashes at it, works it away. Gully fielder tends to it, keeps it down to just a single, one more run added to the total. And Luthra at the moment, they're approaching that three-figure run mark. The 88 for 4. But rather, they get into the 90s. Swing and a miss. Well, that extra bit of bounce, that disconcerting bounce, troubling the batter there. He was looking for that drive, that cover drive. Well, everything was perfect about that shot except for the fact that the bat didn't meet the ball there. And the reason for that is that he didn't anticipate that much of a bounce because this pitch has been slow. Manjunath generating some bounce by bending his back. That's another dot to end the over. A successful over comes to an end. That's the end of the 10th over of this innings. We are at the halfway mark. Luthra will be happy with the runs they have on the board, but they feel that they've lost one too many wickets. And they are having a word with both the umpires. He was looking for that run, and he's gone. He's gone. Out away. He's run out. Can't really be called a stumping, can it be? That's another wicket, and the batsman is walking off. And Luthra, they've lost half their side. They are back in it, the associates, and that's what wickets do. On the scoring clip. Naman is still out there. He seems to be stranded. He's been out there since ball 1. He's had a few partners. He'll have a new one now. The number 7 walks out to the middle. Manjunath, meanwhile, picks up another one. He's been the wrecker in chief. He's into his third. That's the third one he picked up. I beg your pardon, rather, it's a It's Manoj who's bowling at the moment. Takes it on the full. The batsman pushes it away towards mid-on. Good attempt by the fielder. Came in running. Another run taken, courtesy a single. The new man off the mark with that single as well. Not quite where he intended to hit it. Once again, closing the face of the bat a bit too soon. He's looking to heave it away towards the onside. Interesting shot there. Not something that's expected of you as a batter when your team is 5 wickets down and still has a long way to go. Sensible. Off the back foot, pushes at it. Immediately calls for that single, and the non-striker responds. He's bowled well, as Manoj Rawat. I really liked his approach. He's waiting his pace as well. He's firing it in at the moment, and whenever he feels the requirement to slow it down, he does that as well. Occasionally looking for any grip or any purchase that is out there in the middle. Looks to work it away towards the onside, gets another single, and that is the end of another good over. That's the end of the 11th. So another change in bowling, and here we'll witness another left arm spinner. Oh, he was looking for that short delivery, not short enough. Could have gotten into trouble. Quickly transferred his weight onto the back foot. He was looking to dispatch it into the deep, and straight away there's a change in field. So he has forced a field's change there. The fielder in the deep has been pushed back towards the boundary ropes. Jersey number 17 will continue. Very good start. Gets this one. He was waiting for it. And nicely transfers his weight this time around. And finds the gap as well. That's a good hit to the fence. That's much more like it. And the score. The score now moves to 99. That is very well played, very well controlled as well. There are more changes in the field now. The fielder who was standing towards cow corner has slightly been pushed squarer after that hit. Plays it off the back foot. That's an excellent shot. That's good cricket as well. Good thinking. And 100 up for the team, courtesy that single as well. 100 up in good time. Fairly quickly, you'd say. So, if they keep wickets in hand. On the cards here, that is another wicket. Just as our partnership seems to be building, They pick up wickets at a good clip at regular intervals, and it's a well set Naman as well. That is a big blow to the batting team. He goes for 20. Luthra and Luthra at the moment are they 100 for 6. Check. So the new batsman walks out, squeezes that towards the offside, gets a single. He's off the mark. Final delivery of the over, clips it away, and neatly done as well. Turns it towards the mid-wicket region, gets a single. He will keep strike. That's the end of another successful over. Good one for the bowling team. 12th gone, and the batting team, they're 102 for 6 after the end of that one. So it's left arm spinners from both ends, and they're not giving any respite to the batting unit at the moment. They've stifled the run scoring, and they are also picking up important wickets. So apart from those extras given away by the associates, the bowlers have kept the batters on a tight leash. Another single taken by the batsman on that occasion. Fuller. I think he needs to pull back his length. He's been slightly fuller in this over. Another single taken. Another wicket here. And you get that feeling that Luthra and Luthra will be down and out. I think they should look to get at least to somewhere around 150. The call is for 2. And they make it. They make it comfortably in the end. It's good running between the wickets. Excellent brace. The striker was very confident that there was a definite 2 in there. And the non-striker responding to that call as well. That's down the leg side. That's a wide. That's a clear wide. At extra columns. They've got more than 30 runs in there. That is a crime in this format. we look at the extras, that's a leading run scorer. Another single taken towards long on. So you can clearly see that the batters are failing to time the ball, and that tells you how slow this pitch is. And there is definitely some aid for the spinners as well. Shy at the striker's end. Good take by the wicketkeeper. That was a tight single. One more run. And that's another tidy over. 13th gone. The batting team, they 109 for 6. So jersey number 17 will continue. He got a wicket in his first over. He'll be looking to pick up another one. Nicely done. Plays it off the back foot. Works it away towards the long on region. Waited for it. Comfortably played. Trapped on the pads, definitely going down leg. That was more of a question. They were in hope. The angle taking it further down leg. Waits for it. Nicely played in the end, adjusting. Works it away towards the gully region. This is a very good phase for the bowling team though. They've kept things tight. They picked up wickets at regular intervals. Just when you think that a partnership is brewing, they pick up the wicket and break the partnership straight to the fielder. And more importantly, they've dished in too many dot deliveries. Even though they've been guilty of bowling extras, they've bowled up those golden dot deliveries. Turn and bounce as well. Waits for it, opens the face with the bat, turns it away towards short third man, gets another single. Gets his non-striking partner to face the final delivery of the 14th over. Well, at some point of time, either of these two have to unleash themselves, because Abdullah associates, brother, LUTHRA and LUTHRA would be very disappointed if they don't get to at least 180. Final delivery of the over coming up. Goes big, plays it through extra cover. The fielder does well. That is brilliant work. Vigilant as ever. And look at the commitment as well. In the end, keeps it down to just one. Good overall cricket there, and that is the end of the over. 14 gone. The batting team, they're 113 for 6. So the left arm orthodox continues. He's really cast a spell on this batting unit. The first one was a wayward one down the leg side. Tosses it up. That is an interesting delivery. That could be a maximum. It is a maximum. Takes full toll of it, the batter. Well, that was a real gift. Way over the ropes. Comfortable shot. Six more. Splendid hit. Up and over the fence. What a way to start an over. And they are still positive. Goes again through the outside this time. That's even better. That's the longest part of the boundary rope. Rocks back, transfers his weight, and heaves it away. And no chance for the fielders whatsoever. And he's turning it on now. Back-to-back maximums. He's taking on their prime bowler who's bowled up so well so far, and he's spoiling his figures now. Looks to go again, hasn't got all of it. The fielder was in two minds, whether to attack or to stay back to stop the boundary. And in the end, he does neither. That's four more. He's turning on the heat. The score moves to 130. And the scoring clip has gone up. And how? What a start to the over. That's a brilliant comeback. Excellent comeback. Bowls it in the block hole. And the batsman only looks to keep it away from the stumps. Squeezes it out. Advances down the track. Uses his feet. Isn't timed as well. Long off tends to it. Keeps it down to just a single. One more run added to the total. Gets his partner to face the final delivery of the over. This is a very good counter-attack by both these batsmen. Final delivery of the 15th. 5 more overs to go in this innings. That's a definitely down leg. That's a wide. Fires it in, just pushes it through the offside, straight to the fielder. No chance of a run. Very good over for the batting team. 15th gone. They're 132 for 6. So the final 5 overs, Mohit is back into the attack, the fast bowler. Starts off with a good delivery, bowls it away from the radar of the batsman, inviting him to play through the offside. He was looking for that big shot towards the offside as well, completely misses that one, played and missed. Good start this by Mohit. He was expensive, but he bowled decently well. His second over was expensive. Goes back. That is aerial. The fielder can't get there, I'm sure. It's gone for 4. Has it gone all the way? I think it has. The umpire has signaled it to be a 6, but is it a 6 though? We'll wait for the confirmation. Yes, I think it has just cleared the boundary ropes. That has gone all the way. That's 6. He's turning on the heat here. The score moves to 138. Mohit again steaming in. Looks to go again. Hasn't got all of it this time around. Long on. Tidies up. Keeps it down to 1. But right now, jersey number 21. He's in that zone. That's smart work. That's smart work. He knows the jersey number 21 is going along very nicely. All he's got to do is hand back the strike to him. Sensible work. And that's what this game is all about. Understanding what your role is and develop partnerships. Be it as a bowler, be it as a batter, and sometimes even in the field as well. That's through the keeper as well. Third man gets around it, keeps it down to just 1. And now 180 looks to be a certainty. But still, a wicket can turn this game on its head. It's a funny game, as they say. Just a push. Another sensible single. He will keep strike with that single as well. 16th gone, and the batting team, they're 142 for 6 after the end of that over. For delivery, a wild start. It will be called a no ball, and it will be a free hit as well. So the first free hit of the day. Batsman goes big, hasn't got all of it, gets away with that one. The bowler gets only a single. Went aerial, but was not off the meat of the bat. Jersey number 13 will continue. This is the 17th over of the innings. That's nicely bowled. Squeezes right under his bat. Well, the non-striker thought of a single, but the striker was not interested one bit. And he's going along nicely. He will feel it, I'm sure. He's got the confidence to clear the boundary ropes. He's hitting them well, just like that. The fielder makes a mess of it. That's 4 more. The bowler isn't happy. The bowler isn't pleased one bit. 4 more runs. Another boundary, and the batting team, they are 146 for 6. What a fight back this is. Goes again through the onside. This time there is protection. Keeps it down to just 1. Oh, that's another full toss. That is an interesting shot. Will it be taken? If it's taken, what is the verdict from the square leg umpire? And no signal from him. No signal. So that is a wicket. I think it was dipping. Or has he called it no ball? He hasn't. He hasn't. So that ball was dipping just as it looked like. And that is another wicket. Well, he too was looking for that big shot towards the onside. He was looking to scoop. Another new batter walks out. The number 9 comes out to the middle. Oh, could be a catch. Just shot, just shy of the man standing at long off. And he gets a single. He's off the mark with that single. A successful over comes to an end. 17th gone. The batting team, they're 149 for 7. So Rohit into the attack. Could be a wicket. Oh, he did so well to get to the ball. Almost gets a wicket, Rohit, first up. He did all the hard yards. Gets to it. It didn't quite stick. And 150 up for the team, courtesy that single. They'd be happy. Oh, that is a grand shot. How well has he adjusted to that one? How do you play that? Well, he was looking to work it away towards the onside first up. He saw the line and he reacted accordingly. That is a wonderful hit. That is amazing how he got to the pitch of that delivery. Oh, what a player, what a turnaround. Go straight, that's high. There's nobody there. Well, as they say, fortune favors the brave. It definitely is favoring him at the moment. Jersey number 21. And he's taking full toll of it as well. Another brace. Has he got enough? It's in the gap for sure. 2 fielders converging. And they have to stick to just a single in the end. 1 more run taken. Final. In fact, 2 more deliveries to go in this 18th over. Just 2 more overs to go after this one. I'm sure they're targeting that 180 range. And they'd be very happy if they get there. That will be a very good total. They take a single, courtesy buys. And you can't give away free runs like that to the associates. Because you've got to come out in the second innings and look to chase down all these runs. Won't be easy batting in the second phase. Oh, is that a wicket? It is a wicket. He's cleaned him up. That was a slow delivery pitch. And that's straight in. And that was a slower once it pitched off the deck as well. That Fox, the batsman, he was looking so good. What a knock this is. A blistering cameo comes to an end. And Luthra have lost their 8th wicket. And probably with him the hopes of getting to 180 as well. "22 more required to get to that 180 run mark where they'll feel secured, where they'll feel comfortable. They'll feel like they're defending a big score. A leg spinner coming out at this stage, bowling the penultimate over of the innings. Take a quick single. The score moves to 159. Interesting tactics this used by Dua associates. That's smart. That's a very good length. Very well bowled. A dot ball. Gold dust at this point of time. Never easy for a spinner to come in, especially a wrist spinner. Another single taken. Jersey number 11. That's an interesting shot. Well adjusted in the end. Long off has some work to do. Gets to it. Keeps it down to just a single. This has been a fine over. This has been really tidy. He's done a fabulous job. And he's altering his length and he's been smart about it. He's keeping the batter guessing. Just ensuring that there are no premeditated shots. Final delivery of the 19th coming up. Uses his feet, sees him coming, pulls back the length. Will they come back for the second? There is every opportunity that they will. He has a shy at the non-striker's end, but they were too quick. They make it back comfortably, 163 for 8, but still a very decent over, just 5 runs coming off it. Rajesh Mathur bowling his first over, coming in to bowl the 19th, has done a tremendous job, just 5 runs off it with 1 more over to go. LUTHRA 163 for 8. So Rahul is a man on strike. Mohit will be bowling the final over. He hasn't had a good day so far. He has been expensive. He's been handed out the task to bowl the final over of this innings. 163 runs on the board. Can they get to 175? That is the question. Rahul turns it away, works it away towards the point region, gets only a single, gets Abhinandan Sharma back on strike. Abhinandan batting on 3 at the moment. Rahul moves to 5 courtesy that single. But you'd have to applaud that knock by Sadev Pradhan. What a knock that was. 51 of 32. His team was in dire straits. They were in a lot of trouble. And he played some counter-attacking cricket. Played up some exquisite shots. 3 maximums, 4 boundaries in that innings. And if he was out here, 180 was definitely on the cards. They will look to push for 2. And in the end, they decide against it. And I think that was a right call because the fielder standing at sweeper cover, he was charging in. And he has got one job to do, that is to make sure that the batters don't come back for the second. They stick to only a single. That's good overall cricket. They ran the first one hard for sure. Oh, he looks to go big. The wicketkeeper has had a horrid time behind the stumps today. He would feel that he has given away some easy runs. It's never easy. We've spoken about this. Wicket keeping being a thankless job. Three more to go. 166 runs on the board. He's connected one. The fielder. Will he get there? He won't. They've run 2. Are they coming back for the third? Or they can't. They stick to 2. So another couple of runs. 2 more added to the total. All these are valuable runs. Really valuable runs. This is good stuff. 2 more deliveries to go. For sure, 170 plus. They'll come back for a brace. No, they won't. They decide against it. They don't want to risk it. Delivery of the innings. Rahul is the man on strike. He will look to strike it big. He goes for it, carves it away. A single for sure. They're coming back for the second, will be a run out eventually. So 170 is what they have on the board. It's still a very good effort by the batting team. It looked like they would crumble, won't even reach up to 150, but a strong fight back from Sadev. And they put 170 on the board, which means that the associates, when they come out to bat, will require to chase down 171 if they are to win this semi-final game and head into the finals. Should be an interesting run chase, this one.
बता देते हैं
So here we go, all ready for the run chase. The left armour is starting proceedings. And right behind the line of the ball is Vipul Saini. Pushes it straight to the fielder. But that was confident looking stroke though. Looked good, even though if it was a defensive stroke. It looks to play big. Played and missed. Straight to the keeper. Getting some movement of the bowler. The away swinger. Vipul Saini really looking for an explosive shot there. Jersey number 23, Samar. Good follow-up delivery. Very well bowled. First 3 balls right on the money. No matter what kind of a score you're trying to defend, that is the start you want from your opening bowler. No respite once again. But I really like the way Vipul is approaching this. He looks solid. Looks to go downtown. Uses his speed. Gets just a single. So the first run on the board for the batting team. Single taken. Gets Kapil Saxena back on strike. So Kapil will be facing his first delivery. It's got a beautiful action. What a shot that is! First delivery pieces, oozing with confidence, all along the ground. Nobody moved. What a some hit. Stand and deliver. Reaches out to it. That will give him a lot of confidence. Over pitch by the bowler. He doesn't miss out. That's the end of the first. They have 5 for no loss. That is a shout. And that is a good one as well. Where was the impact? That is a question. Well, from the angle where we are placed, it's very difficult to make out if it was hitting the stumps or not. But nevertheless, a good start by the bowler, Abhinandan. Tall, lanky Abhinandan. Uses his height to good effect. The batsman guiding that one towards gully. Gets a single, gets one more run. Abhinandan again steaming in. And this time the umpire raises his finger. That's the first one. The question was asked initially in the over. This time around, there was no hesitation from the umpire. That is a big breakthrough.
He was falling over the batter, and that also gives the added impression to the umpire. Sure, it was crashing onto the stumps. Abhinandan providing the first wicket to his team. Great start for him. So the number 3 batter walks out to the middle. Was that off the bat? Well, he was looking to work it away towards square. Definitely, there was something on it. It's good stuff. Very, very good start. Very tidy start by the bowler.
Hello.
He's hit right on the money. Another dot delivery. This is an exceptional start with the ball for LUTHRA and LUTHRA. That will be a wide. We'll have to re-bowl that one. That is an extra. And if you remember the first innings, there were a lot of wides, a lot of extras given away in that innings. And that might come back to haunt the batting team. Straight to the fielder once again. This is a much tidier start by LUTHRA and LUTHRA. Second gone, they're 9 for 1. really tightening the screws here. And the batters need to get a move on. Kapil will be key. So is Sunil, who's batting on 5 to associates at the moment, 15 for 1. 156 more to get, and 171 at the moment. It's looking like a tall order, and that's because mainly because of the way the bowlers have begun. That is a wide, an extra, a rare extra. They've hardly given away any runs. Have LUTHRA and LUTHRA with the ball. Oh, that struck on the pads. I think that's just about going down leg. That angle, taking it away from the stumps. Single, courtesy leg buys. That looked very close. That hit the back leg as well. That could be another opportunity. It will be a hard one if it is at all. Gets away with that one. That was chipped in the air. Works it away towards the onside. It goes aerial. Gets away with it in the end, the batter. Another pace. The score moves to 19 for 1. Abhinandan making some adjustments in the field. There's a man at deep who goes back. Sweeper cover comes inside the circle. And there's a man positioned near the fine leg boundary as well. That's another full toss. Hits it straight. That's a smart shot. Very well played. He knew what exactly he was trying to achieve there. Smart cricket, playing with the field. Another bar. So Sunil moves into the double figures. That is an interesting shot. Paddles it away. Uses the pace of the bowler. That might be 4 more. Back-to-back boundaries. That is such a good shot. Smart cricket that. Sunil getting down on one knee and using the pace of the bowler. They had a fine leg as well, but he plays it just away from that man. So back-to-back boundaries. They're getting a move on. Abhinandan marginally expensive in this over. Goes again. This is a chance. This could be one. It is one. And it is a big one as well. That is the second wicket that has fallen. Holes out at long on. Well, the idea was to clear the ropes, but unfortunately enough for him, he found the man standing at long on. He didn't have to move much. Straight down his throat. And he made that look comfortable. Very comfortable in the end. That is a very big blow. Sunil was looking good. Big blow. उनके भी So the final delivery of the over has been robbed of the pass again. That's 2-2. Rajesh comes out and he will have to walk out immediately. And he's on a hat trick of Inandan. After a terrible start to the over, he's come back strongly and picked up 2 wickets. They've lost 3. Apollo. Oh. Well, there was no need for that shot. Look to go aerial. And they're running havoc. It's like catching practice for them out there in the center. Out comes up Sushil, jersey number 22, and he's got a task at hand. They've lost half their side, and it's not a good sight as far as the scorecard is concerned. End of the power play overs. Still 139 to get. Prashant is out there. Out comes the new man. Abhinandan, he's done most of the damage. He's picked up 4 wickets. 4 out of the 5 wickets that have fallen. Jersey number 10. He's coming around the wicket. That is an interesting tactic. He was looking to play away from his body. The field restrictions have been eased. Remember, the power play overs are the first 6. Kshitij, Astana, he's picked up a wicket as well. He's into his second. Bowled a brilliant first one. Or was that a nick? The wicketkeeper putting in the dive and a third man couldn't get to it. That's Homo. That is another boundary, but streaky. Not quite where he intended to hit it. But it's run away for a lucky boundary for the batting team. Down the leg side. Clears the in ring. The fielder in the deep was pushed back towards the boundary ropes. He had just come in. And that's a good bit of fielding. Saves 2 runs for his team. Gets a couple of runs. Score moves to 38. These two need to stitch together a big partnership. Prashant moves to 9. The new man, Rohit. These are the non-strikers and yet to face a delivery. That's a thickish outside edge. There was no slip in place. Short third man. Gets around it. Keeps it down to just 1. Prashant moves to 10. Gets Rohit on strike to face the first delivery. Kshitij switches up to over the wicket. So Rohit, left arm seamer. He bowled well. Left hand bat as well. He'll be facing his first delivery. Has a look around the field. He was exceptional with the ball. Now he's got a task to do with the bat. That was up too close to his body to cut. Turns it away towards the offside. Gets a quick single. He's up and running with that single. The score moves to 40. Final delivery of the over coming up. Shiz is bowling to Prashant. Final delivery of the seventh. Bangs it in short. Then set up nicely for the batter. He punches it towards the offside, gets a single with at the end of the seventh. They're 41 for 5 after the end of the seventh. So Anirudh Grover into the attack. He'll be bowling his first. This has been an exceptional start with the ball by LUTHRA and LUTHRA. They were stuck to some fine lines and lengths as well. They bowled to a good plan. Prashant guides it away towards the onside, gets a single. Gets Rohit on strike. Rohit batting on 2 at the moment. So LUTHRA and LUTHRA trying another bowler. Orton turn big time. That was a screamer. And what an effort as well by the man standing at fine leg. That turned square. Anirudh Grover bowled an unplayable delivery to the left-hander. Good stuff. Dua Associates approaching the 50-run mark. It's been a sorry picture so far for them. And that previous delivery even took the wicketkeeper by surprise. He was a bit too late to react to that turning ball. Turn again, is that a wicket? The wicketkeeper is celebrating and the square leg umpire has raised his finger. So you can be certain that it is another one. Once again, turn on offer. He was losing his balance, never got to the pitch of the delivery, was looking to whack it away towards the onside using his feet. And once he was beaten, there was no looking back. He tried to get back to his crease, but the wicketkeeper, he wasn't making any mistake there. Very quick to whip off the bails. And even the batter knew they've lost their 6th. And at the moment they are reeling. Nicely played. Just getting on the front foot, playing for the turn, with the turn as well, covering the angles as well, turns it away towards the onside, gets a single. That is a fine over. Brilliant start. 4 runs and a wicket coming off it. 9th gone. Dua Associates, they're 49, rather 50 for 6, 50 up. Oh, it is 49, I beg your pardon. There's one more delivery to go in this over. Manjunath is the man on strike. Beaten, that's through him. It's the bounce that has saved him there, otherwise there would have been another wicket. Fantastic over. 9th gone. Dua Associates are 49 for 6. Jersey number 96, GK into the attack. He'll be bowling his first. It's a trial by spin for the Dua Associates batters. Another off spinner comes into the attack. Pull the full toss. That's dished out. And the batsman puts it away. Brings up the team 50 as well. Nicely played. But that was a real freebie in all honesty. A fielder hasn't pushed back towards deep mid wicket. That's much better. That is much better. Turn and bounce. Prashant moves to 19. Nice, he gets to the pitch of the delivery, works it away towards long on, gets another single. Manjunath back on strike, courtesy that single. That was uppish, but far away from the fielder. Gets one more run. Another single taken. Prashant Kumar back on strike. He's held this inning so far like glue. That's an edge. Is that taken? Just about. That would have been a spectacular catch. If that struck, tremendous effort. As to start off with, that was an exceptional delivery. Takes the edge. That flied through to first slip. He wasn't anticipating that catch for sure. Oh, that's shot. And that's been put away. That's punched through the offside for 4. And ends the over with a boundary. Started off with a boundary, ends the over with a boundary. And in between, 4 unplayable deliveries were bowled. And at the halfway mark, the associates are 60 for 6. They will continue the onslaught that is Anirudh. In the previous over he bowled, he was almost unplayable. But Prashant has looked good. He's batting on 21 of 20. Oh, that's Ariel once again. Chips it towards mid-off, gets another single. And that has been their problem, Dua associates. They have opted for far too many aerial strokes. And to their disliking, LUTHRA and LUTHRA have been fantastic in the field. Not quite to the pitch of the delivery. Wasn't off the middle of the bat. Complacency by the bowler allows the batters to take another single. So that run rate is going up, that required run rate, that is 109 required. The required run rate is 11.47. Oh, that's a good shot. That is a very good shot. Prashant is growing in confidence with each passing delivery. Hits the gap. Very well controlled. That's what happens when you've got positive footwork. You can work out the field. That opens up a lot of new spaces in the field. If you have limited footwork, then what happens is you only stick to your strengths. But if you have positive footwork and the right technique, you can explore all the 360 degrees that are available on the cricket ground. At the moment, talk about 360, all sixes on the board for the associates. Oh, a lucky escape there for the batter. Turns it away towards the onside, gets a single. One more run. And that brings Manjunath. That's the end of the 11th. The associates at 67 for 6. So the spinner will continue, and Prashant will continue his merry ways as well through the onside. It seems like he's fighting a lone battle here. Or rather, that's Manjunath who played that stroke. Very well controlled, positive intent. Nicely done. Goes again. Almost up. Takes his partner. That's straight down the ground. That's 4 more. Back-to-back boundaries. So Manjunath joins in on the act. 2 boundaries on the trot. He moves to 15. That was hit hard. GK has been expensive, conceded 2 boundaries in his first over, and has conceded 2 more boundaries of the next 2 deliveries of a fresh new over. Oh, almost sneaks through, but in the end is worked that away for 4 more. That's a hat-trick of boundaries. Manjunath playing a special stroke there, making some room. That was quicker. Using the pace of the bowler, guides it away very late. I'll tell you what, that's not easy to play. That is a very difficult shot to execute. 92 required of 51. Looks to cut it away, played and missed. Was looking for the fourth. Well, not to be. Hits the toe end of the bat. Works it away towards covers, gets another single. Gets Prashant back on strike. Courtesy that single, Prashant will be facing the final delivery of the over. This already has been a very good over for the batting team. Slight hesitation. Prashant wanted a single. Manjunath sends him back. And that is the end of the 12th over. The Associates 80 for 6. So Anirudh continues, starts off with the dot, pulls it wide off. Manjunath, who looks to cut away. He loves to play that square drive. Almost takes the off stump. That didn't miss the off stump by much. They take a single, one more run taken. He's living dangerously, is Manjunath. Moves to 20. Prashant back on strike, batting on 27. Pushes it straight back to the bowler. No chance of a run. What happened there? Was there any bat involved? That is a question because there was no real appeal made for an LBW. He was waiting for the ball to land up to the stumps, it seems, but I think a question asked was well worth it. Is it a nick? I heard something. So did the umpire. There is a wicket. The big fish, that is Prashant, he departs. It was a fighting knock of 27, but finally he too sees the end of the day. And the Associates, they've lost their 7th, 81 for 7. left hand, beg your pardon. He walks out to the middle, jersey number 28. Mohit Sharma faces the first delivery, pushes it straight back to the bowler. Another successful over comes to an end. 13th gone. The associates are 81 for 7. So it will be the off spinner GK who continues, cuts it away once again. Manjunath, his favoured region, square of the wicket, gets a single. And that single brings the new man Mohit on strike. Now GK has been expensive, but you would have seen his contemporary Anirudh getting a couple of wickets. He too would want to pick up a wicket against his name. He's given away 24 runs in his first 2 overs. The left-hander yet to get off the mark, gets a genuine nick. The ball goes towards short third man. He's very short indeed, almost standing in the position of a conventional slip. Goes big. He was in two minds there, the fielder. Sticks to just a single. One more run taken. And Mohit off the mark with that single. Loses his feet. That is a big hit. Wow, what a shot. Right out of the screws. And Manjunath showcasing that it's not only the offside that he prefers. He can target the onside as well. Hits it big. Massive hit. Very well played. Great use of the feet. That's a first maximum for Manjunath. Also the first maximum of the innings. If I'm not wrong. Quite didn't middle it. Gets one more run. So GK has been mighty expensive. Conceded 33 runs. This is his third over with one more delivery to go. Goes back. That is aerial. That could be another wicket. It is another wicket. Simple catch. And they've lost their eighth. Mohit has to depart. He didn't stick around much long. The associates now truly reeling. They're 90 for 8. So finally, GK has a name, rather has a wicket to his name. And I'm surprised that a faster bowler has come into the attack and Anirudh is not bowling out. That is a very good shot once again through that offside region. He loves that region, doesn't he? 4 more runs. Manoj moves into the 30s. Makes a little bit of room for himself, creams it through. He always finds the gap there. And now there is a sweeper cover for Manjunath. Uses his feet, finds point. Quick single taken. Question has been asked. I think the new man has made it back to the crease. Manoj Rawat is the new batter. Check the replays, but I think he's made it back to the crease. The throw wasn't the best of throws. It was a wild one. I think he had just in time grounded his bat, but was a tight one. Just a matter of a couple of frames. Manoj Rawat playing Kshitij Astana, who's into his third over. LUTHRA looking to close it out very quickly. Inside edge onto the pads. Another shy at the non-striker's end. Another single. Manoj Rawat off the mark with that single. Manjunath has so far played a gem of a knock. 33 of just 17. Goes hard again. Slashes at it. He's so strong towards that region. It's another single. And he will keep the strike as well. Rather, there's one more delivery to go in this over. Manoj Rawat, the man on strike. That's a low full toss. They have decided not to take a single end of the 15th. The associates at 97 for 8. So the left armer is into the attack now. It's nicely bowled. Very smart bowling by Samath. He saw what Manjunath was trying to do. Bowls it away from him as far as possible. And just within the tram line as well. Oh, he's him up. Right on the money. Pinpoint Yorker. Manjunath was once again looking to use his feet and to make room. And he couldn't bring down his bat in time. And nothing the best of the best could have done there. That was a perfect Yorker. And they've lost their 9th. I think that's the end of the game as well. They don't have the number 11. He's injured. So yes, that's it. LUTHRA and LUTHRA have won this competition fair and square by 73 runs. And they are into the finals now. We've got our first finalist. And that happens to be LUTHRA and LUTHRA. They've won this game comprehensively by 73 runs. And the associates have been bundled out for 97.